This is it. Make no mistake where you are. Sweet 16, the lights are on, the cameras are ready, and WCAT is here to bring you all the action from the Nest, where the McDonough Warhawks are hosting your Westminster Wildcats. As I said before, Sweet 16 matchup. The Cats coming off the win against Heritage, but taking on the #1 team in 4A, the McDonough Warhawks. Alex, such a great team that they have out there. The Cats got to look for a lot of things.
That's exactly right. But before we do get into all the action about tonight's game, we do want to say that we are happy to inform you that tonight's game, Coach Hicksonbaugh and his staff are proudly wearing their Autism Speaks puzzle piece pins to help increase understanding and inclusion of people with autism. Their efforts, along with Autism Speaks coaches powering forward supporters across the country, will help create a more inclusive world where all people with autism can reach their full potential. Let's all stand together tonight to help Coach Hicksonbaugh increase understanding and inclusion by visiting autismspeaks.org/coaches.
Coach Hicksonbaugh and his staff are proudly wearing their puzzle piece pins to support Autism Speaks through the Coaches Powering Forward campaign. And throughout the week, they have teamed up with coaches across the country to help create a more inclusive world for autism people. To learn more about this weekend's program, please visit autismspeaks.org/coaches.
So, such a great cause these Westminster coaches are doing, but let's get right back to the action, Luke. As you said, this is the #1 team in 4A, the #10 team in Georgia as a whole. I mean, the Cats have a tall task for sure, but this is a task that the Wildcats are not afraid to take on.
That's right, Alex. And looking at McDonough's starting lineup, at least the players that we expect to play the game, or a lot of guys to look out for, I should say. Nigel Thomas, Zion Green, Zayden Green, those two, the brother duo, as well as Keenan Gray.
That's exactly right. Keenan Gray made the GHSA 4A Region 5 first team all-region team this year. Averages 19, shoots the ball at 57%, pretty efficient. Averages about 4 assists, 5 rebounds per game, and 2 steals per game, as well as a 70% free throw shooter. But once again, like Luke said, there are so many, like Westminster, there are about 5, 6 players that can score 20 on any given night on this team. They're so talented.
You kind of see the same kind of thing with this Warhawks team. I mean, but it's typically with the 5 players, and not to mention their big fella, the center, Thad Fambro, 6'9" junior, someone the Cats will have to face off against, Kent Perkins in particular, who's standing at 6'6".
That's right, and looking at last game recap for these McDonough Warhawks, they beat North Hall 84-53 on Wednesday in the first round of the state playoffs. Number 4, Zion Green at 25, and number 3, Nigel Thomas, number 11, Keenan Gray, number 5, Zayden Green, all added 13 points of their own. So like we just mentioned, any of these players can go off.
Well, looking at the Wildcats, who are getting ready to take the bench 30 seconds before tip-off, a sweet tip-off, Sweet 16 game. Kyle Coleman last game against Heritage, where our team won 64-32, put up 17 points. Zayd El-Shahabi with 11 and Nico Searle with 9. And just going back to what you said, Alex, about how on any given night, any 12, I'd say any 10 or 8 of these Wildcats can put up 15 or more points. They're going up against a Warhawks team where you don't know who's going to get off tonight. The clock hits double zeros. And we will await and see the starting lineups as well as possibly the national anthem. So we have our 5 starting lineup for the Wildcats. Not exactly what the announcer here in the Nest called out, maybe called out the wrong team, I'm pretty sure, but your Wildcats coming out who are on the floor right now, dapping up Coach White, Kyle Coleman, Will Riedel, Michael Buhay, Owen Cone, and Kent Perkins.
Now the starters for the Warhawks, not announced, but here we go. 23, Thaddeus Frambro. Number 3, Nigel Thomas. Number 4, Zion Green. Number 11, Keenan Gray. And lastly, but not least, number 5, Zayden Green.
Well, we are moments away from a big one. Perkins and Frambro, the tip-off. Here they go. Cats win the tip. Coleman will start off.
Cats in gray today, this evening. Warhawks in their regular home whites.
You'd love to see the special occasion for the Wildcats, a special Sweet 16 game. Pulling out the gray uniforms. Cats now working around Coleman. Jumper goes in the hoop. Cats on the board early.
There it is. Coleman had such a great shooting night last game. Now hits his first shot of the night.
Here's Gray. That one off the mark.
Cats building some momentum early, moving quickly.
Riedel stop and pop. Hits the back of the rim.
Tough break. Riedel, nice shot in transition, slowing things down and shooting the mid-range. Can't hit it, though.
Another 3 taken. That one in for Nigel Thomas.
Nigel Thomas, a player with FSU and LSU offers, starts things off scoring from beyond the arc for the Warhawks.
Warhawks take the lead with that 3. Just under a minute into the game. Coleman to Riedel. Riedel loses it. Going the other way, it's Zion Green. Buhay got a hand on that one.
Great contest from Buhay, made it hard for Green to finish.
Cats slow things up now. Perkins releasing from the top of the key. Not much of a matchup inside, especially the size differential. Coleman, money.
Coleman, money, as you said. Coleman, 17 last game, keeping it going. Hits his first 2 shots from the field.
No look pass over to Zayden Green. Cats packing it inside. A 3-2. Not going to let this McDonough team drive on you. Zayden Green hits the backboard on the other side. Cats up 5-3 now.
Number 5, Green, misses from 3. Number 5, Cone on the other end, gets the rebound. Cats on offense now. Perkins at the top of the key.
Buhay finds an opening. Open inside. Back to Perkins. To Riedel. Inside. Kent Perkins goes up and lost his footing. That one's going to be a travel.
Tough break for Perkins there. Had the size advantage, looked to score in the paint, but good call there by the refs. Lost his footing, travel called.
Cats will send one guard to match up the guard taking it up the court. It's Will Riedel. He was on Zayden Green, who's now handling the ball at the top of the key. Cone closes out. Warhawks just working it around. It's Nigel Thomas. He'll get fouled. Costly play for the Wildcats. He'll head to the line for you.
Costly play. Perkins tried to get the contest as the shooter had a lot of open room. He pulled the trigger, but Perkins, with the late contest, gets a lot of contact on his wrist and hands. They call it every time.
Thomas hits the first free throw, and something about Nigel Thomas, first team all-region, averaging 14 points per game, 3.9 rebounds per game, and is an 83% free throw shooter. Misses the second one, getting back some of those points that otherwise would have been there without Perkins' strong closeout.
Announcer's curse may be added to that as well, Luke. Thomas goes 2 for 3 at the stripe, now with 5 points on the night so far.
Warhawks manning up. Perkins working inside, takes it up, can't get it to go.
Perkins working on the taller Frambro, standing at 6'9". Great move, but can't get it to go.
There's Gray. We'll call that a long pass, but it's Coleman who gets the board, and he'll get fouled in the backcourt.
But what a block by Perkins. He just denies Nigel Thomas, the 6'7" junior wing, at the rim. What a block.
Nothing doing there for Thomas. Cats ball.
Perkins has been such a great player defensively, racking up the blocks as postseason play has begun.
Riedel working on Gray. In trouble now. Passes out to Buhay. Ten to go on the shot clock. Coleman doesn't like that one. Passes it out. Someone's got to put it up. It's Perkins. Back of the rim.
Really great defensive rotations there by the Warhawks on that last possession.
Stop and pop shot from Green. They get their own board. Nigel Thomas misses on that one. Coleman with his second board. Back-to-back possessions.
Nice aggressive rebound there. Reeled in by Coleman. Here's Buhay for three.
Nylon.
Nylon from Buhay. Gets to his spot. Nails his first shot attempt of the day from beyond the arc. We need that.
Going the other way. That one misses. Nigel Thomas. Buhay. Reverse layup.
Defense to offense right there. Cone with a big outlet pass gets Buhay, and he finishes off the reverse. Great transition, fast break offense from the Cats.
Back the other side. Zayden Green responds with a three.
Right now, Warhawks chucking up a lot of threes and hitting about 50% of them, but they are making the shots that they found themselves open on.
And for good reason, too. These Warhawks, man, all they do is just drive inside, get buckets, dunk the ball, get momentum going. That's how they've been winning their games. There's Cone, front of the rim.
Cone leaves it short there, but that is his shot. Shoot or shoot, as you say, Luke.
Keenan Gray. It's a three-point fest. There's Coleman. He's going to pass it out. Perkins lost that one. But it'll still be Wildcat ball. Thad Frambo playing good defense. And now we got two subs.
First subs of the night for the Cats. It's the two sophomores. Sophomore sensation, number 11, Nico Searle, number 12, Zaid El-Shahabi take the spots of Riedel and Coleman and take up the Cats' backcourt.
We were wondering when it was going to come. It comes now, pretty late in the first quarter. Cats are up. Searle. Bang!
This is what you have to do if you want to beat a star-studded team like McDonough. You have to hit your shots, and that's exactly what the Cats are doing. Great shot there by Searle.
Definitely one of the keys to this ball game. Cats need to get up shots and need to knock them down. Zayden Green misses. El-Shahabi on the rebound.
Man, is it a three-point barrage right now.
Cone. Off balance, count the basket. Owen Cone.
Cone didn't even mean to shoot it. He lost control of it, but somehow gets it to go. What a shot. And with the foul.
Makes a mistake, and that mistake is finding the net. What a shot. Cats up to many, many threes this night. I think that's 4 now.
But like you said, Luke, shooters shoot. Cone, just a couple possessions ago, misses the shot. But no, even as a contested, he keeps shooting and now nails it, and it pays off. Wildcats' momentum is building.
You said it best, Alex. Took the words right out of my mouth. The shooters shoot. Right under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, Cats are doubling the score of the #1 ranked McDonough Warhawks.
Man, what a start by these Cats. Up 8 now on the road in McDonough, the Nest, a powerhouse. But the Cats have shown that they are not to be messed with, and that everything they have done up to this point in their season, they deserve to be here.
McDonough looking for answers. Cats need to keep the pressure on. Cannot let up now. The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense, and they're putting it on display tonight.
Cone at the line for a chance to complete the 4-point play.
Misses the free throw. Zion Green, Nigel Thomas. Over the back. What a box out from Owen Cone.
What a box out. Cone, such a good shooter, but not just a shooter right there on the defensive end. making a really good play that goes unnoticed, but draws the over-the-back foul on Frambro, number 23.
Those are just one of those coaches kind of statistics you keep in the back of your head. The offensive, the charges, taking charges, stuff like that. Boxing out and drawing an over-the-back call. I mean, a great job by Owen Cone, digging deep, playing with great fundamentals.
That is something that coaches love to see, making those hard, gritty plays.
Cats offense, dribbling around the top. Cone takes the lane. Layup just off the mark.
Cone,
to the left side.
What a move by Cone, but just misses it, man. Just off and rolls off the rim.
Cats 3-2, not giving an inch. They leave Thomas open. Cone secures the board. Pass to Searle, taken away. Zayden Green. Now Keenan Gray rises up, count the basket.
There it is. Keenan Gray, this team's leading scorer, averaging 19, finally gets on the scoring book. Makes that layup through the contact. Nice finish from Gray. Gray converts on the free throw and completes the M1 plays, up to 3 points now.
Keenan Gray, another one of those first-team all-region players, and has a Chattahoochee Valley offer. Pass to Perkins, put back up by El Shahabi, no call, going the other way.
Cats had so many chances but couldn't convert, leaving them short at the rim.
Keenan Gray, just off the mark. Great box out by Michael Buhe, gets the rebound.
Searle slows it down. Cats have 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
So he's going to take down the shot clock. No differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 10 to go. Searle taking it himself, gets to El Shahabi, pulls up, leaves it short. 16-11. Your Westminster Wildcats lead at the end of the first quarter. What a performance that they've shown.
What a performance, and what a start to this game, and one that they are not favored to win. I mean, this is the #1 team in 4A, number 10 team in Georgia. Such a tall task, but the Cats have really answered that in the first quarter, leading by 5.
And I mean, to put that into perspective for the Wildcats, before the region tournament, were 15th in 4A. I think they've gained a couple of spots and are now sitting around 10th in 4A. Not Georgia, just 4A, and are 130th in Georgia overall. But the fact that this team, the rankings don't matter. The stats don't matter. Nothing matters. You have to just play out there. You got to play all the time left on the clock. Leave it on the floor. So many seniors on this team who are showing that and exemplifying it, as well as juniors like Michael Buhe, not letting up at all. And the Cats, the result, are up by 5.
That's exactly right. And keeping you updated in terms of a potential Cats win, what will be next? The Elite Eight would be next, the third round of the GHSA state playoffs. The winner of Riverdale versus Baldwin, the Cats will play next. And whoever wins this game will play next. That game tipping off in 15 minutes at 6:30. We'll keep you updated on that as we get updates.
Second quarter. Zayden Green, guarded by Kyle Coleman in the backcourt. Forgot to mention to buckle up here. We got Team Chaos in the game. Thought they could get it by us here in the second quarter. Bucket made. Full court press now.
Nice bucket made by Thomas.
Hausner around the rim. Stolen back. Misses again. And a foul is going to be called. 2 missed opportunities from Team Chaos.
2 missed opportunities, so close. Once again, those shots rolling just off of the rim. But Team Chaos is still in to cause more chaos.
That's right, Alex. All 5 of those guys swarm in the court. 7 possessions in 2 minutes is the goal. Carroll, Coleman, Hausner, McCamey, and Adams. McDonough breaks the press. They get 2 more.
It's Green, Zayden, and now stolen and fouled. Blocking foul going to be called on number 30, Hausner, I believe, after the steal by the Warhawks.
Warhawks will take it out underneath, have another possession. I've cut this lead down to 1.
It's number 5, Zayden Green, to inbound for the Warhawks. Gets it to his brother.
Zayden Green back out to Keenan Gray. Green misses the layup. His brother Zion puts it up and takes the lead.
Cats have to rebound the ball with a squad as big as this on the floor.
Team Chaos out of sorts. Adams gets the steal. Cats looking for something, anything. A look what I found steal, and it's given right back to Keenan Gray. McDonough on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Team Chaos not the answer there. The starters getting ready to check back out, check back into the game. Starters were doing well there for some time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Try to switch it up and take a lead, but only the worst just happened there.
That's exactly right, and I think the problem with that was Team Chaos lacks in size. They don't have Perkins. They have McCamey, who can guard bigger players, but only stands at 6'2". So with a size disadvantage, it's so hard to get rebounds when you do get stops. And that's exactly what happened there for Team Chaos.
Exactly, indeed, Alex. Well, back to our regularly scheduled program. We got Buhay, Riedel, Searle, Cone, and Perkins in the game. McDonough still with their full court press.
It's Zayden Green guarding Searle.
Riedel receives the pass in the front court. Cone driving inside, pass out. And now Searle is handling it at the top of the key. Perkins back out to Riedel. He pulls it up. That went off the mark and will go out of bounds. McDonough ball.
What a find by Perkins to Riedel in the corner, just couldn't convert. That one bounced it off of back iron on the rim. Cats on defense now.
Zayden Green and Keenan Gray. Work it around the top. Gray pulls up. Cats trying to box out. No one gets the board. Back the other way. Zion Green wide open. Misses that shot. Cats need an offensive board. Zayden Green misses the 3.
Frambro is collecting every single board right now.
And he moved before he put the rock on the ground. That one's going to be a travel.
Right there is one of those instances of your brain moving faster than your actual body. Cats get lucky and get a turnover out of it. Only down 6 despite this amazing run by the Warhawks.
Cats looking to respond to get some points and get some momentum back. Cone drives inside, 1-on-4. Out of control. McDonough going the other way. Keenan Gray. Zion Green, and 1.
Green forces his way into the paint, bodies the defender, and puts the layup in. Wow. Getting the and 1. What a play by Green.
The Warhawks on a 10-0 run. Wildcats have not scored in about 3 minutes.
Green, a pure power guard, gets to the rim a lot, and he showed it off right there. Couldn't complete the and 1 play, though.
Cats looking for their first bucket of the second quarter. The dribble drive on the double screen doesn't work the first time. Searle puts it up the second time, gets his own board, and it's turned over. Taken away by McDonough. Gray to Green, Zion, Green. And Green he is there for 3.
Zion Green is heating up. He's got 9 points. Hits his first 3 on that last possession. and the momentum is in the sway of the Warhawks.
Cats are down by 8. Buhe inside to Perkins. Fambro not giving an inch. Foul is called. Perkins will head to the line, but Perkins had to fade away to get that shot off.
Good move by Perkins and the right call made by the refs. Fambro, such a long extension, but there gets a part of Perkins' wrist. Now Perkins at the line for 2.
Made contact there. Perkins looking to cash in on the opportunity. 3:46 to go. Misses the first free throw.
And Luke, you mentioned it earlier, in a game like this, every single point is crucial. You cannot leave points at the free throw line. Now a quick sub. El Shahabi gets in for Riedel between free throws.
Perkins hits the second. First points of the second quarter come at 3:46 to go in the second.
So although the momentum is very highly favored, Cats still only down 7, very much in this game.
Just a couple of possessions away. Need to take it one at a time. Don't need to be a hero. Can't get all the points back in one play.
Cats in their 1-2-2 zone defense.
Trying to get a stop here. Perkins stuffs it.
Perkins denies Thomas for his 3rd block of the night. Perkins has to be uber aggressive offensively and defensively tonight for Cat success.
El Shahabi losing that one. Searle gets it back. Searle in trouble in the corner. Gets it out to Cone. 10 to go on the shot clock. Buhe to El Shahabi. Pulls it. In and out of the hoop there.
Cats got the best shot they could at the end of that shot clock possession.
Green misses that one off a Wildcat, and it'll stay with McDonough.
Tough break for the Cats. Perkins trying to bring that one down, but on the way, it bounces off his legs. Ball remains with the Warhawks. Now number 1, Coleman gets in for number 5, Cone.
Zion Green.
Cats switch to a 2-3 defensively.
Keenan Gray. Make that Nigel Thomas. Another missed 3 from him. El Shahabi takes it up with contact. No foul is called.
Great extension by the 6'7 Thomas. Great contest on El Shahabi's layup attempt.
Thomas airballs that shot. El Shahabi gets this saved and takes it away. That one's going to stay with the Wildcats. Back tip. And they'll get it underneath.
Correct call made by the refs. Wildcats have another opportunity, this time in the half-court offensive set.
They reverse it back over to Searle, the inbounder. Perkins goes baseline, double team, gets the foul.
There it is. Perkins being more aggressive offensively, getting to the line. There he is. Use that size to your advantage and make the defender foul you.
Kent Perkins playing like a bruiser out there, taking all the hits and contact, going up strong.
I mean, the Warhawks are filled with trees in the front court, and Perkins is among them, fighting.
Kent Perkins hits the first.
Perkins with 2 points so far, 3 blocks on the night, getting it done on both ends.
Makes both. Cats only down by 5 now.
1:45 to go in the first half.
A senior swarm towards the ball.
Cats back in the 1-2-2, switching it up a lot defensively.
Gray to Green. Perkins fighting for the board, and his shoulder, clutching his shoulder. The bucket will go to McDonough. Kent Perkins fighting through it. And so a warning's going to be called on the Wildcats. Searle gets it. El Shahabi to Perkins. Cats still working it around. Trying to find the best shot, not the first shot. El Shahabi, baseline pass to Searle, gets tipped, and the Cats will have it underneath.
Right now, Cats trying to find something, if anything, offensively. Warhawks playing very good half-court defense.
Bouhet takes it up with authority.
There it is. If you have a will, you have a way. Bouhet forces himself in the paint, finishes despite the contact.
Despite the contact, despite the size differential, lays it off high off the glass, and it goes in. In and out. That was Caden Totten. And a travel is going to be called on Nico Searle.
Just a little brain mistake there by Searle. Matthew Adams checks in for El Shahabi. Energy rising every second in this building.
Yeah, Alex, especially with the momentum going in favor of the Warhawks. The road environment playing somewhat of a factor into this one.
And despite that, Cats are still only down 5, still very much in this game.
Down 5 and with 20 seconds to go. McDonough looking for the last shot. Cats digging deep in the 1-2-2. And a technical foul called on Westminster.
A lot of confusion right now as we don't know what occurred, but somehow, in some way, a tech has been given to the Wildcats. Maybe one of the coaches, but yet we still don't know why.
On a Wildcat coach, most likely. The referees are talking over it. GHSA trying to figure out what's going on here.
So ref going to the scorer's table to confer. Still trying to figure out what's going on here. But now it looks like Nigel Thomas will get at least one free throw. Looks like 2. Converts on the first.
3 points for McDonough. Awarded by the referees. Thomas only can get one of them, but they got 10 seconds to try to score before half.
It'll be number 5, Zayden Green, to inbound.
Adams playing up tight. Guarding Zion Green, passed over to Nigel Thomas, closed out by Searle. Misses the 3. That'll do it for the first half. Coach Hicksonbaugh walking over to the GHSA official. Wildcats only down by 6 against the #1 team in 4A, the McDonough Warhawks. Cats are down 27-21. And despite being down, this game is far from over. Please stay on, please stay tuned. We will bring you some second half action here in 15 minutes in the Nest. We'll be back with you shortly. 16 minutes. Time will tell here in the Sweet 16 matchup where your Westminster Wildcats are taking on McDonough in the Nest. And just a quick clarification for y'all, we were a little bit confused of what was going on in the first half regarding the warning and then the technical foul called on Coach Hicksonball. Some words were exchanged and on 2 different occasions. And we also have to keep in mind one of the referees is deaf. So there's a communication barrier going on and definitely a lot of weight being made between the referees. One of them calling a lot more going on, but that's aside. We got 8 seconds before these 2 teams will head back out onto the court for the second half. But looking back on the first half, Alex, what do we see? It
was a great first half of basketball. And after the first quarter, the Cats led 16-11. I mean, they were hitting on all cylinders. But then the Warhawks obviously have so much star power on this team, had a 10-0 run. But despite all of that, Cats only down 6. And so far, the Beast has shown that he's not to be slain.
That's right, Alex. And the Wildcats will start things off in the second half. Coach Hicksonball trying to make understanding with the referee. And he will take his seat on the bench. That warning sent him to the bench originally. And he will remain there for the rest of the game. Cats started off now offensively, second half, working the ball around.
Warhawks playing man-to-man defense like they have all game. Here Cone launches a 3 in the defender's face and nails it. Nylon.
Nylon, that net, the new nets, we watched them put them up before the game, gets stuck on the rim. That's how perfect of a shot it was from Owen Cone.
What a confident shot there by Cone. Had a defender in his face, highly contested, but nails it. All nothing but net. Cone with 6 points now, 2 threes on the night so far.
And just like that, Alex, Cats within 1 possession of the Giant. Gray driving inside, foul called. That one's going to be on Will Riedel. So McDonough will take it underneath. Warhawks go with the stack. Nigel Thomas to Keenan Gray. I don't know where he was going with that one. But boy, Alex, that was a travel.
There it was, Gray getting the ball off the inbound. Takes too many steps, Cats ball. But now Warhawks in a full court press. Here's Coleman beating it.
Coleman beating it all on his own, no trouble at all. Give and go, Buhay to Perkins. Perkins takes it up, gets blocked, but Buhay gets the board. That one gonna stay with the Wildcats.
Perkins trying to get into the paint, but the 6'9" Fambro denies it. But a nice job by Buhay of keeping the possession alive.
Boy, they're tussling down there. Perkins pushed out to the perimeter and gives away that pass. Keenan Gray on the other end. Makes the layup, no call for Coleman. And the full court press is on.
There's Zayden Green with the little Euro step and reverse finish.
Coleman takes it down, puts it up. Offhand layup. What a play.
Coleman uses the shot fake to his advantage and gets to the rack, lays it up. Nice move.
Gray on the other side. Rebound by Zion Green, puts it up and in.
Zion Green, 11 first half points, gets his first 2 of the second half. Was such a force in the first half. Just a pure power guard and a strong finisher at the rim.
This McDonough press weakening off Buhay, dribbling up the court with ease. It's the half court that the Cats are looking for. Trying to capitalize. Buhay drives inside. Foul called on the floor.
Buhay defended by 6'7", Nigel Thomas. He's called for a blocking foul.
And you love to see the fearlessness of the Wildcats on that possession, Alex. Taking it in despite the height difference on Zion Green, 6'3". Riedel passes to Coleman. pulls the trigger, doesn't miss.
Coleman, 10 points, knocks down his second three of the night. And the Cats are doing what they need to do in order to win. Knock down the shots and shoot with confidence.
Coleman knew that one was going in. The defender could not do anything about it.
Cats now only down by 2. It's still a game.
Nigel Thomas leaves it short. Green with the board. Here's Thomas going up with it. And it's Coleman who gets the rebound.
What stout defense by Perkins. Has 2 blocks on that possession alone. But now the Cats throw it away.
Zion Green puts it up. Gets it in.
Tough break for the Cats. Played such good defense, but throw it away. And Warhawks get a free bucket.
Buhe to Perkins. Coleman didn't like that one. Gives it up. Cone on the outside. Coleman underneath. They work it around. Give and go. Cone shot. Short.
Nice idea. A nice fading shot. 3-pointer by Cone, but can't convert.
And a 3-second violation going the other way.
Nice heads-up call there by the refs. Most refs do not pay attention to that, especially at the high school level, but here the refs do. Sub here for the Wildcats, though. It's 11. Searle gets back in for the first time in the second half for number 3, Riedel.
Searle and Buhe working it up the court. Loose ball. Got to secure it. Perkins, return to sender.
Perkins with his 6th block. Yes, 6th block of the game.
Perkins only sitting at 3 points, 6 blocks making his difference shown. Coleman with the moves. Sweet moves in this Sweet 16 game.
Coleman once again with the ball fake, gets his defender in the air and gives him an easy layup. What a move by Coleman.
Gray goes baseline, rises up, gets it in.
Gray up to 5 now, but no defense back for the Warhawks.
Searle high off the glass, lays it in on a thundering Thad Fambro.
What an adjustment by Searle to put up high off the glass, so it's not blocked. Now Perkins, what looks like a block is called a foul.
Was almost number 7 on the night. Perkins, a warrior in the paint.
Perkins, an absolute warrior. That play so close to being a block, but the refs call it a foul. It's going to send Keenan Gray to the line for 2.
Perfect swish on the first, and Adams will check in for Cone. Zion Green in for Trent Harrington.
Keenan Gray is 70% free throw shooter on the season. Knocked down the first of 2, and now goes 2 for 2. Up to 7 points now this evening.
Cats got to get it in. Find Searle.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cats down 4.
Searle to Buhe. Buhe has Coleman. They get a steal back. Possession back. Searle fading away. Misses the layup. Another missed layup from tonight from the Wildcats.
Foul called on the floor. Not sure who was called on.
I'm not 100% sure if that's the right ref to be making that call from that angle. Looks like Gray might have even left his feet. Regardless, it's going to be Warhawks ball. Cats rotating. Nothing but net from Zayden Green.
Zayden Green up to 10 now. Hits his second 3 of the night. Shooters for the Warhawks are knocking down their shots so far. Cats down by 7 now.
Perkins to Adams. Coleman. Drives it in, backs it out. Adams, stop and pop, off the glass. It's his friend, gets the bucket.
Looks like the bank is open in McDonough tonight. Adams with a nice mid-range bank shot, puts it in.
Give and go. Zion Green makes no mistake.
Zion Green is a motor. He's got 17 and is scoring in the paint at will.
Almost stolen. Coleman has time. Adams gets the board. Goes away. Adams for three. Just off. Adams, like an animal, fighting. And Perkins finishes the job.
Adams, like an animal, keeps the possession alive for the Cats, and it'll result in 2 more points from Kent Perkins. Warhawks slow things down. Green defended by Coleman.
Zayden Green. Third three of the night. Coleman on the other end. Just misses that one.
Cats try to get those 3 right back, but Coleman can't convert.
Can he do it again? Misses that one. No look pass. Takes his time. Trent Harrington with the bucket.
That one, actually, Zayden Green goes reverse on the layup and converts it. And now McDonough, the Warhawks fans, are getting loud. 10-point lead. 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
This lead got extended. Cats were fighting in there. Had a 2-point game for quite some time. Looking to get the last shot here. 6 to go. Got to get something towards the rim. Perkins inside. Back out to Adams. Adams! Money on that 3.
Adams hits the shot in the corner as time expires in the quarter. And now Cats still have the lead, or still have a deficit, but it's manageable. Excuse me.
A manageable deficit. Down by 7. We're down by 7 at half. That quarter tied ball game. And with 40 seconds to go before we'll see who will advance to the Elite Eight. A 7-point margin, 47-40, the Warhawks are up.
And just a quick shout out, Rusty Hudson, the longtime Westminster athletic director, is here in the nest to see his Wildcats take on the powerhouse that is McDonough.
That's right, Alex. 8 minutes. What are you made of? These are the moments. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. If you have a chance to win, you got to go and get it.
That's exactly right. Cats are still in striking distance, only down 7. Runs can happen so quick.
If the Cats wanted to be back in that game, they needed to win the first 10 possessions of that second half, and that they did. Tied the game going into the 4th quarter from where the score was at halftime, still down by 7. But manageable, as we have seen the Cats down by 2 and 3 at various times.
Cats now back into the zone that can sometimes look like a 1-2-2, but other times look like a 3-2.
Green to Green.
Nice rebound corralled in by McCamey, getting some minutes for the first time tonight. Searle.
All over the place, and one.
Searle dribbled through the entire Warhawks defense, finishes with a spin right through the contact.
Dribbling all over the place, Alex. Reverse pivot, gets the layup.
That's exactly right. Searle at the line to attempt to complete the 3-point play. That he does.
And a little bit of clock stoppage. Something that'll just try to mess up his free throw shot as the buzzer goes off at the scores table right as he's shooting the ball. Scoreboard needs to get checked up there. 43-47.
That's right. Just like that, 40 seconds into the quarter, the Cats make it from a 7 to a 4-point game. That's how quick things can change in a game like this.
Loose ball, they get it back. Zion Green, cross court. Someone's open, it's Zayden Green with his 4th 3 of the night. This guy is a shooter for the Warhawks.
The Green brothers are something. Zion with 17, Zayden with 18.
Buhay open on the outside. Cats get the ball back and get a possession here. 6:45 to go. El Shahabi drives inside, puts it up. Nothing there.
That shot kind of forced. Very good defense played by the Warhawks.
He's open, and it's short.
That shot rushed in the shot clock.
Nico Searle out of control in the hoop. What a play.
Nico Searle goes deep into his bag of tricks and pulls out a nice one. Fancy finish there by Searle.
A 360 no-look snipe. Makes no mistake in the bucket, and the Cats are down by 5.
Cats down by 5. 30-second timeout called. But Cats once again hanging around.
We'd like to remind you, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Riverdale versus Baldwin next round. And most likely will take on North Oconee in the semifinals. North Oconee, a great team. Justin Payne, TNBC legend, first team all-region for their squad in 4A. But that doesn't matter. What matters is here tonight on this gym.
That's right. But one more thing, if that were to happen, it would be the first time the Cats advanced to the Elite Eight in over 20 years, since before 2000.
Since before 2000, that would be in the 1900s, before either of us were alive. If the Wildcats can get the job done. Right now, tall task ahead of them, down by 5. Passed inside, he loses possession of the ball, going to the Gray squad.
Great defensive hands by the Cats. Thomas loses it right out of bounds.
And Thad Fambro checks in for Trent Harrington. Gets some size in there for the Warhawks.
Warhawks playing past that half-court line on defense on the Cats. Riedel to inbound.
El Shahabi quickly stops and will just take it up the court. They let Perkins release. We've seen this with McCamey earlier in the season. Cone to Riedel. Looking for the reverse. Perkins gonna take it himself, working inside. Post moves, loses the ball. It's gonna be a foul inside. And the Warhawk fans are up in arms.
There it is. Perkins drawing fouls all night long, working in that post on the taller Frambro, but it doesn't matter. Perkins uses his agility and finesse to draw the foul.
This one's gonna be on the floor, but what a play by Kent Perkins. Working strong, and these Warhawks trying to figure something out between the bigs. They take out that Fambro in foul trouble, and they put in Caden Totten, 6'6". El Shahabi misses the layup and misses an opportunity for the Wildcats. A foul is going to be called.
That one on number 11, Keenan Gray, as he knocks Riedel to the ground. But unfortunately, Warhawks still have the ball. 5-point game, 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Warhawks ball.
And well, there's 11s all over the court. That one might have been called on Nico Searle. It's LW with the steal, goes up into contact, draws the foul.
There it is, Cats attacking the rim. Doesn't matter if they make it or if they miss it. They're drawing fouls, they're getting free opportunities. That is good basketball.
Good basketball, Alex. And El Shahabi at the line for 2. It doesn't matter if you can make the layup or make the shot. We've seen a lot of missed layups from the Cats in the first half. The second half, they're going into the contact, right in your face. We talk about Smash Mouth football. This is Smash Mouth basketball.
That's exactly right. El Shahabi nails the first of 2.
More and more of the Wildcat faithful trickling into the gym. El Shahabi's first points of the night. Misses the second. Riedel hits the deck. Cats got to get back. Zion Green pulls it. Misses that one. Riedel with the board. Gets hacked.
Right now, the Warhawks are playing with a little frustration. That is a frustration foul right there. Cats getting a little bit of the momentum back, and that's a frustration foul after Green, missed the wide open three.
And getting in the heads of this Warhawks team, something we typically seen from the team Chaos, but all of these guys out there playing with the chip on their shoulder, you love to see it.
You love to see it. Here's El Shahabi, defended by Nigel Thomas.
Surveying the top of the key. The Warhawk fan base coming alive in the nest. That pass right to Zion Green, number 4. Behind the back, Keenan Gray. And Cade Totten loses that one. Wildcat ball.
Cade Totten, the 6'6", 190 senior, just gets into the game and makes a crucial mistake. Gives the ball right back to the Wildcats.
Stone hands on that play. A timeout will be called. Cats down by 4. We're under 5 minutes to go. This one's going down to the wire.
May I remind everyone who's watching, McDonough is 26-3 on the season, 13-1, and are the #1 team in 4A, the #1 team in Georgia. They just beat their previous opponent by 31 points, and right now the Wildcats are well within striking distance, only down 4, looking to knock off the #10 team in Georgia.
Every single player on this McDonough Warhawks team over 5'10". Their starting lineup, aside from Zayden Green, who's at 5'11", basically 6 foot, but he's the guard on their team. Every single one of them above 6 foot. The size doesn't matter. The stats do not matter. The Cats are down by 4 against this team. And we got a whole lot more ball for you.
And what's crazy is, number 4, Zion Green, and number 5, Zayden Green, the Green brothers, have erupted. Zion, 17, Zayden, 18. But yet, the Cats are still in this. They're playing a team game. They know how much this means and how high the stakes are. They came to play no matter how big the beast is they're taking on.
Time's ticking down. Almost a 5-second call there.
Warhawks fans wanted it right there. Cats, on the other hand, back on offense. Here's Coleman. 4.5, just over 4.5 minutes to go.
Cone reverses it to Searle. Cone on the other end. Just misses, but Buhe going up strong. Gets fouled and will head to the line. Swarmed by Warhawks. Outmatched, but not outmanned.
And there it is. What a gritty offensive rebound there by Buhe to keep the possession live. And then he fights, stays in the paint, draws the foul. What the Cats have been doing so much.
Buhe swishes the first free throw.
Buhe makes his first point of the second half, had 7, now has 8.
Misses the second one. What do we say wins games, Alex?
Free throws all the time.
Cats have not been perfect on free throws, to say the least. Thomas's 3 off the mark, and that ball off of a Wildcat. I believe that was Kent Perkins, so it'll stay with McDonough.
Just bounced off of Perkins' leg. Warhawks have it.
Here he is, off the mark, and Perkins gets the board.
Cats are letting the Warhawks chuck threes right now. I mean, it's been a three-point barrage all night long. That's where they scored the majority of their points. Cats are letting them do that and getting stops when they can.
Cats working around the perimeter. Coleman commanding the troops. Perkins sets a screen. Buhe dribbles out of it. 10 to go on the shot clock. Pass a little bit far. Perkins looking to give it up. 5. Coleman hit as he shoots it. No call.
No foul call despite the contact. Warhawks on the other end offensively.
Hoping for a break like that does not come for the Wildcats. Now they got to dig deep and grind this defensive possession. Every play counts.
Cats back in the 2-1-2 with Perkins at the middle.
Zion Green.
10 seconds left in the shot clock.
And a foul's going to be called on Nico Searle. But Cats have only given 2 fouls, so they're 3 or 4 away.
Matthew Adams gets right back into the game for Owen Cone, adding a big on-ball defensive presence.
That's right, Alex. Offense to defense, defense to offense, substitution here. Cats in a 2-3. Zion Green. They get the board. Keenan Gray. No fouls called. Going to the Wildcats.
Such grit and poise the Wildcats are playing with defensively, staying in these possessions.
Speaking of possession substitutions here. Will Riedel checks in for Matthew Adams. And the big fella, Thad Fambro, in the game for the Warhawks.
Cats still down 3, getting a stop defensively. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Coleman had a nice cut there, but dribbles back out of it. Give and go. Coleman to the rim. Kyle Coleman.
And I don't know why, but Nigel Thomas right in the paint just lets Coleman have the layup. Cats only down 1 right now. Bad defense.
Bad defense. McDonough looking for offense.
Cats in the 3-2. Riedel at top. Switch to 1-2-2.
The student section. I should say the parent section. Making noise, chanting defense. 10 to go in the shot clock. Searle gets the steal. Going the other side. Shot fake, puts it up, count the basket, and that's how you do it. Father to son, the shot fake, what Coach Searle teaches. Nico Searle finishing the job. Cats with the go-ahead bucket.
That is exactly how you do it. What a job by Searle. Shot fake 1, shot fake 2, gets the opponent flying and nails it in despite the contact. What a play by Searle.
Hits the point after. Defensive substitution. Searle gets his rest. More importantly, Cats up by 2, under 2 minutes to go.
The Cats come swarming back after being down 10 twice in this one. Not once, but twice. Cats are here in the lead.
At one point, this game was a 10-point deficit for the Wildcats. Zion Green the other way, misses the layup. Cats ball, got to secure it, they do. Coleman handling the ball in the backcourt.
And Perkins goes down. It's that shoulder that was injured in the first quarter. But Perkins walks it off. Looks like he's okay. Something to keep an eye on, though.
This guy's a senior. He needs to dig deep, and he knows that in this moment. 1 minute, 38 seconds away. Nico Searle checks in for Matthew Adams. Perkins digging deep in the post, fighting.
Coleman bringing it up, defended by Zayden Green.
Coleman to Perkins. Riedel. Back out to Coleman. Need to find the best shot. Perkins driving in, takes it up with authority. Kent Perkins with the bucket, playing big.
What a delivery by Will Riedel. And Perkins forces himself. He's an absolute dominant force. Finishes.
Went from the hurt shoulder to making post moves. A powerful play by Perkins. Cats up by 4 against the number 10 team in all of Georgia. Number 1 team in 4A.
I mean, this team plays in 4A Region 5. They beat Pace Academy in the region championship. And Pace Academy, if you don't know, is a nationally ranked team. This is a beast in the high school basketball world. And right now, the Westminster Wildcats, led by Coach Matt Hicksonbaugh, are up 4 and on the verge of beating them in their own place, the Nest.
But still so much time left on the clock. Got to keep composure. Got to dig deep. This is what all those practices come down to, this final minute for the Wildcats.
I mean, this has been such a well-coached game by Coach Matt Hicksonbaugh. Cats going back onto the floor, standing ovation from the student section and the fans. But Coach Hicksonbaugh has thrown so many defensive sets up at the Warhawks, they've been confused. Cats are up. That one nearly stolen.
back on the floor. Cats got to protect the rim. And a foul is going to be called. Reach in for the Wildcats. Nothing too big. They got still 2 more fouls to give before they start to hit the line. Head to the line, I should say. They pack it in a 2-3. Zion Green. Keenan Gray. Under a minute now.
Warhawks taking a lot of time. Here's a 3.
Off the mark. Perkins gets the board. Here come the Wildcats. Foul is called. And Coleman is going to head to the line.
What a defensive possession play by the Cats. And what a rebound corralled in by Perkins. Nearly lost it. And now Coleman, such a great job of keeping composure and making sure they keep the ball, is fouled at the line for 2.
47 seconds to go. Coleman misses the first free throw. Hits the second. Cats up by 5.
Coleman up to 15. Like you said, Luke, free throws win games. Goes 1 for 2 at the stripe.
Gray fighting inside, and it's going to be a jump. It's going to be a foul is called. The referee who had the vantage point called a jump ball. And that's okay for the Wildcats. They still have 1 more to give. The defense. 40 to go. Gray. Air balls the 3 off of Warhawk, going to the guys in gray.
What a contest. Causes the air ball, and then it slides off of a Warhawk defender. Wildcat ball up 5, 55 seconds to go. You have to play this right.
And actually 35 to go, Alex.
Excuse me.
So much time.
The flag was blocking the number, but a minute timeout right now. 35 seconds.
Exactly, Alex. And there's also so many banners here in this gym, not to mention their Elite 8 in 2023, Final 4 in back-to-back years in 2021 and 2022. Might I mention, have made the Sweet 16 for their 5th straight season. And in this matchup, Wildcats, 35 seconds away, up by 5. It's now or never for the McDonough Warhawks. Coach B.J. Thomas drawing something up on their side. And for the Wildcats, looking for a way to hold on.
May I remind you once again, if the Cats were to go on to win this game and advance, they'd play the winner of Riverdale versus Baldwin. That game started at 6:30. We'll let you know once we know the result. But they will end up advancing to the Elite 8.
Cats have the ball, but have got to break this press. No turnovers warranted. Searle gets the inbounds. He gets double teamed in the backcourt, in trouble. Passes it down to Coleman. They break the press, and a foul is called off ball. Otherwise, Coleman would have taken it the other way for a layup.
And what a nice job by Searle. I mean, he was swarmed by 2 Warhawks and then finds an open Coleman.
It's the confidence, it's the composure that the Wildcats have. All a hallmark of Coach Hicksonball's style of play and coaching, inspiring confidence in these guys. Coleman hits the first free throw. Cats up by 6.
Coleman up to 16 on the night. Has had such a great offensive game, and now just hit a big free throw.
Makes it a 3-possession game with only 30 seconds to go.
Warhawks moving fast now.
Desperation mode. Zayden Green off the mark. Coleman gets the ball, securing it, and Buhe dribbling it out. 20 seconds to go. Foul is called, and a sigh of relief from the Wildcat crowd. Michael Buhe heads to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. 18 seconds to go.
Warhawks fans starting to leave the arena. This one may be over.
In disbelief that these guys in gray from Buckhead can pull off this game at West Paces Ferry Road. Buhay misses the first free throw. Hits the second one. Cats up by 8. 18 seconds to go. McDonough, Green. That shot off the mark. 10 seconds away. Kyle Coleman dribbling it out. Hits the deck. And it's going to be Will Riedel who closes it out. David slays Goliath, the #1 team in 4A. The Westminster Wildcats are heading to the Elite Eight.
The Cats have done it. McDonough, the #1 team in 4A, number 10 in Georgia. It does not matter. This Westminster Wildcats team is special. They are a group that is tight bonded and close knit, and they have just pulled off an amazing playoff upset on the road.
Westminster is here. Westminster basketball is here to stay. They get the job done on the road, and just like that, for the first time since before the millennium, are heading to the Elite Eight in the playoffs. Alex, we got a few more games to call with this team.
We got a few more games, man. We have a few more games. But what a magical season this has been for Coach Hicks in his first year as the Wildcats coach. He's come in here and completely flipped it 180 degrees. This is amazing. Cats advanced to the Elite Eight for the first time in over 20 years, and the season is not over. We're still dancing.
We are still dancing, making all kinds of moves. And one in fashion by 8, 58-50. Hats off to the McDonough Warhawks with a great season. Zion Green, Zayden Green, not going away anytime soon. 2 juniors on their team, as well as Nigel Thomas. A great future ahead for them, but not this year, because the Wildcats are heading to the Elite Eight with an elite performance from Kyle Coleman with 17, Nico Searle with 13.
Cats heading to the Elite Eight. We believe that game will be taking place on Tuesday, February 27th. We don't know the location or the opponent, but that is to be announced.
To be announced, Alex. That'll do it for us from the Nest. I'm Luke Parikh with Alex Magruder saying good night and go Cats.